Who is the real problem? AI or the people that are using it? So recently on my YouTube journey, as I'm trying to be a creator, I was posting videos and I had a comment that come across one of my videos, and I want to read it for you guys because I just don't want to get anything wrong, and I want to read it so that I have all the words verbatim. I tell you, oh, it was on my video that I'll link right here. The audio mistakes that quietly ruin great videos. So the comment that was left by, we'll just spell it out, BILGERAT_84. He said, I'll tell you another mistake that ruins great videos: AI thumbnails. And I would have to say, honestly, as I sat there and I thought about it, I truly agree. I truly agree. And I did use AI to create my thumbnail. And I'm just on the fence about AI. So let's talk about it. So let's start off honest here. When I created the thumbnail using AI, I did feel that there was going to be a disconnect because as a creator and as someone who is on the fence about AI, I often talk about it to other creators. I talk about it on Threads, I talk about it on Twitter, and I always see the disconnect between people and AI. So I even kind of try to tell some of my clients about that. Like, be careful when you're posting those AI flyers or any kind of AI stuff, because a lot of people disconnect when they see that you use AI. So making the thumbnail, I did feel disconnected. I felt like I took the easy road out. But when I say I took the easy road out, I didn't just take the tool and though. So, and I think that's the difference between me and a lot of other people and creators, is understanding AI fully, or trying to understand AI fully instead of just pushing it away. So understanding that the AI doesn't work without someone like me, without a person behind it. And the lack of the flyer's creativity is basically the lack of my creativity, because I have to put in a prompt in order to get something back out. So then it always kind of gives me that question, then who is really the problem, or who lacks the creativity? Is it AI? Is it all the flyers look the same, so AI lacks creativity? Or is it the creators? Are they lacking creativity? Are they lacking the muscle to push their brain to be as creative as possible, even through their prompts? Because I know when I was creating my prompts, I wasn't saying just create me a YouTube video, a YouTube thumbnail. I was specific about what I wanted, specific about the type of fonts that I liked. I even told it different fonts from thefont.com is where I look up fonts. So I told it different fonts that I was liking. I told it the color schemes that I was liking, or the color palette that I really wanted, which was similar to my website, which is not created through AI. And so I also told it that I really, really, really like a minimalistic look. So it was about curating that prompt to make sure that it fit the creativity and what I was going for. And it wasn't just after the first one, it was many of them that I created. But sometimes that is still the disconnect of not realizing how many times we're using this AI system to be able to create you this thumbnail that is all these computers connected together in this data center, causing all this heat. So they're pumping all this water in there to continue to cool it down, which is ultimately kind of destroying the resources of the world. Not even kind of, just destroying the resources of the world. And that is important. That is important to understand. That is important to know. So am I able to take a step back and carve in some more time to create my own thumbnail so that I'm not using up the resources over a YouTube thumbnail? I think that I am. Is this even worth me using AI for? Or is it worth me going on Canva, even though I got to get Canva Pro and pay more money, and carving out some time to really get some creative thumbnails? If I like the minimalistic look, it shouldn't be hard for me to create it then, right? All right, so let me back this up a little bit. AI was never here to replace you. It wasn't here to replace your creativity. It wasn't here to replace your knowledge. It wasn't here to replace your voice. It was here to be a tool. And so that's where I think the disconnect first starts. If you're not using it as a tool, I talk about this often, like the hammer. You can use the hammer, which is a tool, to be able to hit the nail into the wood to help you build a house. You can also use the hammer as a tool and maybe hit someone in the head a few times, and now it's become a murder tool. So to me, it's all about the way that you use the tool. And so AI to me is the same way. It's a tool. It's supposed to help you do more, help you learn more, help you move faster. But what it's not supposed to do is decide what you're gonna do with it. I think that if we use AI from the top of the chain all the way down to the lower part of the chain, and we innovate responsibly, I think it can be an amazing gift to us. I think it can be something that can help us even maybe find more resources. I think it's all about how you use the tool and using the tool responsibly. One of the ways that I use AI to help me as a creator is I typically find that we can continue to kind of create within a limit of a box that we're introduced to. And I feel like when I was able to explain that over to one of the AI chatbots that I was using, it helped me break out of my box of the typical things that I would think of. So if I usually do interview setups this way, or if I usually make transitional videos on Instagram this way, and I continue to talk about it, I was able to get out of this same similar box of how I usually do the transitions, how I usually set up interviews, how I usually look at light. And it helped me build on my creativity instead of using it as something to replace my creativity. And my other last way I use AI to help with my creative process is really organizing everything. Some days I have so much going on, and I need things to be organized. I need set lists to be organized. I need scripts to be organized. I need invoices and emails to be organized. And so while I'm creating the body of them for each of them, I do implement AI to help make it look a little bit more clean, a little bit more professional, because when I allow it to help me organize things, it actually gives me back some time to actually sit around and be more creative, more hands-on, more talking to people out in the field, because I don't have to spend a lot of time trying to organize files, trying to organize invoices, trying to organize the script. It's like once I get the script out exactly how I kind of need it when I'm talking, and I'm doing my I'm usually on my iPad, and I'm like writing out how I want the hook to go, maybe how I want the next part to go. Then I implement it into AI to kind of give me more of an organized look, so I can make sure that everything just feels good to me. So in the comments, please let me know, as a creator or as anybody, where do you land with AI? Are you all in? Are you all out? Are you on the fence with me? Are you trying to make sense of it? Like, I just want to know. Drop a comment, let me know, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video when we talk about some more great juicy stuff.